Good morning, try again. So I've been asked to do a series of videos with regards to preparation, observation, moving off, also moving into the side of the road, some clutch control and basic general manoeuvres in and around those scenarios. So I'm going to cover as much as I can with regards to operation of the pedals, the steering wheel, where to look, when to look, reference points, and doing everything in the correct procedure. It's important that you continue to do the extremely hard work that you're doing out of lesson, limited to the time that we have in car, which for most of you is anything from an hour and a half, vast majority 2 hours a week, some do longer. So as you can imagine, it's very, very difficult to do all of that and retain and remember everything, which is why if you continue to check out these videos from time to time and refresh and remind yourself of what to do and when to do it. So for the purpose of the video, can I just demonstrate please that although I am in the car, I'm just about to take the keys out, which I'm now holding in my hand, and I'm placing on the seat beside me, so that I'm not using a handheld device in my hands while I'm doing the instructions that I'm about to demonstrate. So, from left to right, clutch, brake, accelerator. Even when the car isn't running, if we place the clutch all the way to the floor and we come up, we can feel roughly where the biting point is, and it's approximately there. It feels very, very restricted and as if someone's pushing against you, and then all of a sudden it feels very light. Okay, and that's the sort of thing that you're going to be looking for and feeling when you're setting off and you're moving the car. Now, the idea of gas before bite, which many of you struggle with, the gas will not push the car forward or make the car any faster while you're not above the biting point or below the biting point for that fact. And when you're at the biting point, you're just starting to bring the plates together, which we'll be discussing in further lessons and further tutorials. You can do as much as you want with the throttle, the gas, the accelerator, the oomph pedal, but if you haven't got any power going to the wheels by coming up past the biting point or staying at the biting point, nothing will happen. It isn't good for the clutch, in all fairness. It will cause damage. So what you're looking for is a gentle press of the accelerator. Once you've found the biting point, a little bit of gas, slowly coming up over a period of about 2 to 3 seconds. Now you might want to pause. So, biting point. As the car starts to move, hold it there and go 3, 2, 1. And as you hear the engine tone change, effectively what it does, it kind of goes as if it's giving in, and then just continue coming off the clutch at that point and apply a little bit more gas. And that effectively is what you will be doing. So you'll be putting the clutch in, first gear, up to the biting point, you'll find it. You don't want to be doing this where you're holding the brake and coming up so the car rumbles and vibrates, which is what a lot of driving instructors teach, and the strain and the car starts to move, because as soon as you come off the brake, the car will lunge forward. And that's where you get the fear factor of applying the gas. It's very, very important that you understand and distinguish the difference between the biting point and the launch, which is only a little bit higher. And that's what we're going to try and do while we're doing these videos for you. So it'll be clutch in, first gear, up to the biting point. You'll hear it, you'll feel it, okay? Or you can do a little bit of gas up to the biting point, or you can do up to the biting point, a little bit of gas, then continue to rise the clutch slowly. You can see how little my foot is moving. It literally is about ½ an inch. There's nothing in it. That's the type of movement you're looking for. Now when you're on a hill, to be able to put more pressure on the plates and put the plates together more so if you think effectively as a tug of war, and as you start to pull, you get the strain, and then all of a sudden you want to pull and pull really, really hard, raise the clutch a little bit more. And that's then the two teams basically going at one another and starting to dig in and starting to bite and starting to pull against one another. And that's where you need a little bit more gas to help yourself. Imagine yourself carrying a bag of coal uphill. It would start getting heavy. So the gas becomes your friend. It doesn't become your enemy. So then effectively you're asking your mate to take a little bit of weight off your shoulders so that you can dig in and you can get up the hill a little bit easier. So that effectively is what we're going to be doing, and that's the way that we're going to be using these pedals. And I'm now going to put the camera into its holder, place the keys back into the vehicle and continue to talk so that you can see me, but now you've got an understanding for what I'm doing and when I'm doing it with the feet and the pedals.